Out here motorcycle riding through Peru, you start to notice something. Some days are forgiving and some days are not. The forgiving days let you appreciate exactly where you are. They give you that breather you didn't realise you needed. They offer a break at just the right moment. It almost feels like you're being carried first class. But an unforgiving day is quite different. It moves on its own time, it's got its own rules, and it shows absolutely no mercy. Time speeds up, the room for error shrinks, and suddenly everything feels so much heavier than it should. But some days aren't good or bad. They just have unforgiving moments. There's no point fighting them. Adapt to them and forgive the unforgiving.
Alright, so it's about 6:30. I've just jumped out the shower. Having a nice little breakfast in our room, aren't we?
Yeah. So, we've got cereal, banana, milk, and then I've made my famous hot chocolate and coffee.
Perfect.
To treat ourselves.
Perfect. So yeah, we're not going to cook anything on the cooker this morning. We're going to have a quick breakfast in the room. Yeah, we've got up nice and early, showered, and we're going to start packing these bikes up. We had an extra day here. We were meant to ride out yesterday, but we decided to take an extra day. We needed a rest, we needed a break. And sleep, yeah, it was the best thing to do, and we used it. We went uptown and we bought a load of veggies, and we've cut them all up, and they're stashed in the bikes now, so we can travel with those. So we've got some good food to travel with us. We're well rested. We're back on form.
Ready to take on the Peru Great Divide again.
So we'll have a little look at the map, see where we are since we last looked, which was in Abancay. I've already drawn this on because this is pretty difficult to work out where we've been. Abancay is here. Now we've been riding this Peru Great Divide for 3 days. And we've gone from Abancay to here. This is Cangallo where we are now. Now this bit where we went all through the mountains, had a couple of nights camping, this is 380 k's and it took us 3 days. So it's not fast going, but it's good going. And then the end of the dividing range, the trail is here. So we've got a good bit to go yet. Okay, we got outside with the bikes. Not the best start for me. As you can hear, Haley's bike is running. It started nicely. I went to mine. No go. Battery's dead. Cold's just wiped it out. And I left my GPS on and my quad lock charger. I've wired those straight onto the battery. I've not gone off the ignition because I like to be able to use them off the bike sometimes as well when it's not running. And I've left them on, and we've obviously stayed an extra day or so it's wiped it out. So that's the first task. We're gonna have to jump it off Haley's bike. Haley's bike once again is the saviour. It's gonna save my bike again. So get the jump starter kit out again. That's our precious little bit of cable, and we've got Haley's bike over. We'll just screw these onto my terminals on my battery, and then I'll have my hands free then to start my bike. Try and start my bike once Haley's is going. Should be just long enough. I think we worked it out that when we jam the bikes right next to each other, yeah, there's just enough length on that. Keep these apart. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Let's get it done. Start yours and then you can put your... Yeah, so it's red on dead first, which is here. And that is all you need.
So, we figured whilst we're doing all things bike repair and maintenance, I thought I'll address the air filter on my bike. When we were going over 4,000 metres a couple of days ago, the bike was struggling a little bit, and because I'm following Matt, it's just the bike is getting so dusty, including the air filter. So I've taken the pre-filter out, left the main filter in there, so it should be all right. I've got a spare main filter, so if that one the one that's in there gets really dirty, then I can swap it round, and hopefully that will give the bike more air to breathe, and it will perform a little bit better when we go back to high altitude over the next few days. So then I'll show you what else I'm doing to the bike. On this side. So, I don't know if you caught the episodes back when we were in Argentina, but I went through a real phase of dropping my bike on this side, and I think I did it maybe over a dozen times, I reckon. So what happened is this auxiliary tank, the bracket snapped. But what we were able to do is we put I think there's about 6 cable ties that's holding this bracket together on the bike, and it's been really good. There's been no movement, haven't had any problems since. But I just noticed when obviously I've taken this bit of plastic off to start Matt's bike, that there's quite a bit of movement in there now. So I am going to try and tighten up these cable ties, just try and reduce the amount of movement. So yeah, a few little things to do today. This morning before we go. So we've ditched the plan. We got rid of all the old ones. They were just really hard to adjust, and they've seen better days. They've been on there for months, so we thought we'd treat my girl to some new cable ties. And look, already we've got one on there, and look, there's no movement, hardly any movement at all. So if we get 3 or 4 on there, she's going to be as good as new. Yeah, look, awesome.
Hayley's turning into quite the little mechanic now. She's taking air filters out, taking the bike apart, fixing the tank, all of that sort of stuff on her own now. So
I don't know any of the names though.
Yeah, the names are still getting confused.
I think, yeah. Screw? Is that a screw?
No, it's part of the evolution and improvement, isn't it? Coming on loads.
With your help.
A little bit of help.
Helped me get to where I am. Look at that.
That's loads better.
So much better. I don't think we need it. I might just do that as a safety.
Always, yeah, always. Always one or two more.
Yeah. Okay, now that we've got everything sorted on the bikes, we're ready to go.
Okay, let's go have a look at this bank and then we'll come back down this road.
I'm so glad that we had a day off the bikes, because at the time I didn't feel like I was running out of gas, but it's until you stop you realise, oh, actually I'm kind of running out of it. I've run out of energy and I'm actually knackered.
Stop. Yeah.
Like the adrenaline goes, because obviously when you're doing that sort of riding, your adrenaline's quite high, and then it's not until you stop you're like, oh, actually I could do with the rest. So I'm glad we made that decision. So we're going to try and get some money out now. We went here yesterday and the machine, the only ATM in the town, and the machine was broken, so we're going to check it out again to see if someone's fixed it.
No, it's still the same.
Okay. We'll just have to try in the next towns you go to. If we're camping tonight, we should be alright on the money front. Oh. And under.
So since we've left the town, we're tracking, following the little dotted purple line to take us back to the GPX track, heading sort of northwest, and there won't be any directions, left, right, turn here, turn there. So we'll just be following the purple line again. Okay, yeah, we keep going right. You let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, let's go.
Look at that view on the left.
Yeah, nice.
This has been a lovely ride so far.
It's been nice just nipping through all these little hillside towns and villages, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Roads been
forgiving. It's been a running theme since we've been on this trail. You go zigzag down the mountain, town, go through the town, then you exit the town, and then you zigzag back up the mountain, and then you just repeat that like 5 times in a day. That's the town we just rode through then. Now we're going back up again.
got Chef Hayley in her kitchen. What's going on today, Hayley?
So, we bought so much bread, but they're tiny. So we're going to have sandwiches with tomato and tuna and some mayonnaise. So I'm just prepping it all now. Yeah. Oh, and bananas.
Yeah, bananas for dessert. We've ridden for about 3 hours maybe. And we've definitely sort of started to slow things down with our travel. We stop when we need to, we stop as long as we want to, and it's just a lot more enjoyable that way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just taking it all in instead of trying to punch K's out all the time and get to destinations. Just go at your own pace. Enjoy what's around you and just slow it down. And it's worked out real nice for us because we find that we're just traveling a better pace. We're happier. The stress is gone. Yeah. So we're going to sit down here, have a little sandwich and enjoy ourselves. What do you reckon, Hayley? Another valley, another group of the orange men.
These ones look like they're actually working, unlike some of them.
Ooh.
These ones are good, look, they're working away.
I absolutely hate when they do these gradings. I find it really hard to ride on.
Stick to this side as long as we can, but unfortunately it runs out. We'll have to go on here. Oh, this isn't so bad. It's been compacted a little bit.
Oh, okay. Worrying over nothing.
Softer here though.
It's just got this dog to come over. Hello.
Hello.
You must smell funny.
I've got 3 empty cans of tuna strapped to the side of my bike. I think that's what he can smell. He didn't want me, he wants the tuna.
It's about 2 o'clock now. It gets dark pretty early here, about 5:30, thereabouts. So I think in about an hour's time we're going to have a look at on the map where we could potentially camp. I suppose one, not challenge, but one thing we need to consider is we're currently at 4,500 meters high now. We camped at about 4,400 the other day and it got to about -9. I mean, obviously we can camp in that temperature, but that wouldn't be our preference, put it that way. So if we could try and camp somewhere that is like less than 4,000 meters, we know that that's a lot more tolerable, and we have a much better night's sleep, and therefore we could last longer doing bigger stints camping. I wonder when all this construction's going to finish.
Yeah, they seem to be doing quite a bit of work to this road. They're widening it in places. Obviously it's still quite rough in other places.
Whoop.
You alright?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
I knew as soon as I took that corner that was I didn't go wide enough. That was stupido, idiota. So we've been waiting for about, I think it's about 5-10 minutes. Seems to be a lot of construction here on this road, and we were just watching this guy do like a 1,000-point turn. Oh, he's nearly there. We've made good distance, but obviously with all these roadworks,
getting slowed up a bit, aren't we?
yeah.
Having to wait 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever.
Off he goes.
I hope he keeps going and he doesn't set up to do another pour. Otherwise we may as well just get off the bikes. Oh no.
Oh, it looks like he's stopping again. Just let us through. They're done.
There's a truck there.
At least we're done out of that one.
No doubt there'll be more.
Oh, definitely. The orange men are everywhere today. So I have just found a campground on Overlander. It's about 4 k's from here. It's the first time that I've actually considered, when it comes to camping, considered the altitude. So, or like that being a priority. So I found a campground that's just over 3,000 meters, which is proper cushy. It'd be really nice if we do camp at this one. But we're going to have a little look at it now and see if it's suitable for us. Okay, so we've just got to the campground that I had marked to stay at, but it was not quite how it was described. Very open in the road, and yeah, we'd rather be a little bit more hidden. So we're on the hunt for another one. It's hard finding a campground, isn't it, when you're doing this type of terrain where you're going up and down the mountains. Like, there's never really that many places that have like a flat hidden spot for you to camp.
Exactly, yeah, it's steep sides, both sides of the road. You don't want to camp on the side of the road.
Nah.
Like, right on the side of the road. You want to be hidden, like you say. Want a little bit of shelter from the wind, maybe.
Yeah. So like, it's either you go right down to the bottom of the valley, or you go right to the top.
I think today we go right to the top.
I think so. But yeah, worst case scenario, we're going to be camping at one that's, what, 4,400 meters?
4,400 meters, yeah. We found one on Overlander at 4,400. Ideally we'll find one before that, because we're at 3,500 now.
So it looked like there's a few places to hide away from the wind.
It makes something work here.
Yeah. Don't really fancy being woken up by all the construction lads.
No, no.
God, with this front suspension, it's like being on a pogo stick on all these bumps. Alright, let's keep trucking.
So we just had a little break up here just to regroup. We looked at a few little camp spots, and they're just absolutely getting battered by the wind. We're at 4,700 meters. You can see there's not really anywhere to camp. So we've had a look on the map, and there's a hospedage about 60 k's from here, about an hour and a half. We've got an hour of sunlight. We're just going to keep going. Hopefully we'll get there. If we find a good camp spot along the way, we'll stop there, but we don't fancy camping at 4,700 meters. It will be absolutely freezing here tonight.
I think that's the right decision.
I think so. Let's keep on going. You're good, Haley?
Yeah. Because we know exactly how cold it can get at around this altitude when there's no wind. You know, we've got that as a benchmark. -9 without wind. It could be what, -20 with the wind.
It can get
colder.
Very cold, yeah.
And I just doesn't seem worth it. All right, let's go.
Okay, so we're now at 4,954 meters.
Oh my god.
It is getting cold. The wind is sharp. I think that's how I'm going to describe it.
It is not a forgiving landscape, this is.
Not at all.
Get me down.
Yeah.
Get me down before the sun sets. Wow, look at the views though.
The views are something else up here. If we weren't pushed for time, I'd stop and just take it all in a little bit. Take some pictures.
14 k's to go. It is nippy.
Oh, I'm getting cold. My left hand is completely numb. Can't move my fingers. My right hand is, I'm losing the sensation in my index finger.
That's because your heated grip doesn't work on the left side, does it?
That's it, yeah. So I've still got a heated grip on my throttle side, but my clutch side doesn't work anymore, and I can feel it. My hand is numb. Yeah, these 14 k's, I am just watching them tick down. I don't want to get too much colder than this. It's gonna be hard to warm up later on.
Yeah.
So I can see the lights from the town ahead of us. They couldn't come quick enough. It is cold. I'm cold. Suffering a little bit, but at the same time we're rolling into town. It is dusk. We've got this lovely purple blue sky above us, so it's been nice rolling down the valley looking at that. Now we just have to try and find this hospedage, and then hope that they've got a room. I really hope they've got a room.
I bloody hope so as well. Doesn't look like a massive town, which isn't filling me with hopes, but let's see.
Ooh, what's that say? That sign is promising.
Says hospedage.
Okay. Alright, let's see if we can find someone. Let's see what it says on Overlander. God, I'm freezing, man. Ask at the White House, a little bit closer to the main road. That's what it says. If there's no one at the hospedage. Alright. Let's go to that White House. Or is it this one? Hola, señor. ¿Cómo está? Frío, sí. Muy frío. Yo necesito hospedaje. Sí? Ah, gracias.
So, good news. Matt's just stuck his head out from this building here and he's gave me the thumbs up, so that means they have a room for us. I don't know if it's in this building or the one with the sign. Maybe this person owns both, I'm not sure, but a room sounds really good. I'm so glad we're not camping. This This air is bitter.
So we're going to follow
This young man.
this young man down there.
Okay. I can't feel my toes. So he's opening this little garage. I'm assuming that's where the bikes go.
Well, it'd be good if there is somewhere to park the bikes. Beggars can't be choosers at this time, but
No, we really can't. It's looking promising though. Bring home the bacon, Chico. Oh, what a legend.
oh, this is good. This is
Ah, muchas gracias. Okay. Oh, thank God for that.
Oh, it's one of them ones, isn't it? And you just so thankful to get in at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright. Muchas gracias. Wow. Ah, perfecto. Yeah. Muchas gracias.
gracias. Me llamo Matt. Mucho gusto.
Yang, nice. Mucho gusto.
Oh,
Have you
oh,
pa-
muy frío. Sí. Oh, muy bien.
Oh,
Amazing. I am so happy right now. I was freezing. I got really, really cold riding into this town. We made a good decision deciding to come here. Found this little hospitage. It was a lot better than trying to camp at 4,900 meters or whatever we were at. And even when we were coming down, there was nowhere to really camp. So we found this little place, and it's the simple things that make you happy when you're struggling a little bit. We're in this little room. I'll show you. I'm hitting the ceiling. It's so small, this room is. But the best thing about it is there's a heater. There is a heater in this room. So we can be a little bit relatively warm tonight. And the little lad that checked us in here, he went and got us some chips and some egg and some rice. And now he's just knocked on the door and he's dropped off a little flask of hot water and some tea. So this is nothing special. Like, look, the door is just like corrugated. There's no lock. There's no handle. But it actually feels like it's the best place we could have asked for. It's like the Ritz. We've got blankets. We've got the duvets out. We're gonna sleep. We'll get the sleeping bags out and the liners. Hayley's gonna cook up some pasta and some veg because she really wants some veg today. There's loads of veg under that pasta. And she's also just come in and she's left the door open and the cold is drafting in here.
I wanted to show what they brought in addition to the food.
Go on then. Go forth.
Okay, look. Got a flask, some tea, they brought some sugar. I'm actually heating some, I'm going to shut this door. This tin door. I was heating up some water anyway, enough water to cook up the veg, the pasta, and fill up our litre flask. And then they come knocking on the door and got a massive flask for us. So we've got plenty of hot water for some hot chocolate and some tea, and to try and keep us nice and toasty. So
I'm loving it.
You
I'm
enjoying
absolutely
this?
loving it. Yeah, I'm loving it. Got hot chips, egg. I'm not going to eat the rice because we've had a few little dodgy stomachs from the rice. But yeah, when I first came in here, my hands were burning because they were so cold. And then they started to heat up and they were absolutely throbbing. But it's sweet now. I feel great. Feel really happy and thankful we found this place.
And he's got 2 portions of food because he ordered it before I sidetracked and decided to have veg. So he's got 2 massive, massive plates. Look at that. I might nick a chip, actually, if there's enough going.
Any good?
Not as good as the pasta we made last night, but having veggies, it means everything to me. Broccoli, green beans, carrots, with a little bit of pasta and some tomato sauce.
Now I'm laid out on the bed already, and I'm having dinner number 2. Well, number 3 actually, because I had the 2 plates of chips and egg. Now I'm having some veggies and some pasta. We were just having a little chat, saying how thankful we were that we made the right decision coming down the mountain. We're still fairly high. We're still at 4,600 meters, so it's cold. But being out and camping in this, we didn't need to do it tonight. It would have been tough, and then tomorrow would have been tough as well. Tougher than it needed to be. So yeah, happy we came down, found this little place. I'm loving it.